Hello, my sweet friends. This week I thought I'd bring you with me. I have had quite a slow and chill morning, in all honesty. My cycle just started last night, so I lay in bed for a long time, a lot longer than I usually do, and just didn't feel like getting up and doing any exercise or anything, so I just kind of listened to that, what my body was telling me. Yeah, I was just feeling really grateful, for the ability to do that. I mean, obviously it depends on what I had on today, but I didn't have anything on that didn't allow me to listen to my body. And I just think, like, from a work perspective, in this society, that is such a privilege, especially as a woman, because I'm sure we all are familiar with that feeling once a month, and it just makes things so much easier and feels like I'm able to honor my body. And yeah, just was feeling really grateful for that. And then I was also just thinking how happy I was because this morning, like, I've done my brows and my lips and I've put a few lashes on, but I didn't feel like doing any skin makeup, and to have my skin in a place where I feel confident doing that is just such a gift as someone who went through skin issues. My forehead was so bad. I also had, like, on my cheeks, you can kind of see the scars, but these days it really doesn't bother me, like a little bit of scarring, a little bit of texture, because I really like the feeling of not wearing anything on my skin. And let me keep it real, I also am feeling confident without anything on my skin right now, A, because my skin is good, and B, because I have been sun-kissed a little bit. The weather is all over the shop, guys. Like, I feel like being from the Nordics, we have this expectation that, south of Europe, you should go anytime, like from March, it's more stable. Like, for example, Lisbon or Barcelona, we have this like romanticized idea, and yeah, it can be stable and sunny, but it can also just be 12 degrees and rainy, which is what Lisbon has been giving lately. Anyway, I've just had this slow morning. I kind of had a plan to go into the city. I've been waiting for it to stop raining to do a little bit of shopping. I saw some stuff on the weekend in like H&M and Mango that I wanted to pop back around to when it wasn't as busy as it was on the weekend. And I feel like now is the moment because I got up, I've done my emails, no one is really responding to my emails, so I'm like, I can go shopping. And I will wear my glasses because, guys, I actually have glasses, and this means I can see what I'm doing much better when I'm in the shop. These are Miu Miu dupes. They are from the brand Firmo. I got like an ad for them on TikTok, and the ad worked because I bought like 3 pairs of different shades, and you just put in your prescription. I do suggest you get I think it's called like anti-reflective coating, because the first pair I bought, I didn't, and they are so like reflective. Okay, I can't actually find them right now, but if I find them, I will show you. If you don't have the anti-reflecting coating, they are very, very reflective, so it's worth paying extra for that. I think like there was some sort of discount on, so I got mine with prescription for about 30 euros. Anyway, I'm going to get ready and head off because I think it stopped raining. So I am back. I got some good stuff and had McDonald's on the way. Never mind that. I will show you the stuff on. Let's see. Nice. She's a vibe. Who is this diva?
I don't know.
Okay, should I go get Masai?
Yeah.
And you want one?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm taking you to my favorite acai spot. So this is actually what I went in to get. I bought the flowered version of this white with blue flowers on the weekend. I just grabbed it. I didn't try it on. I thought it would be like a night dress situation, but then the dress was actually so cute and flattering that I was like, I think I need this in more colors. So they had white with black, black with white, and then navy with white, which is what I ended up getting. I kind of wish they did an all white one. I didn't love the white with the black stripe, but I found both like the dark with the lighter stripe, cute. And I love the one I already have. So yeah, they're very short. They're also from the Divided section, which I guess is like for the young ones, but I can still shop there. And yeah, it just has this really nice neckline. I could both go as like more of a night dress situation or like around the house in summer, or it could be an outfit. I would wear like boy shorts under though, because it's pretty short. I was really pleasantly surprised that it's 100%, not 100%, that it's 90% cotton, 10% elastane. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct, but that it wasn't polyester. They had this whole section, which I also put in the video, that was giving Brandy Melville, like it looked very brandy-ish. And I like to shop at Brandy Melville because everything is usually cotton. But a lot of the things that were cute were polyester, and I'm just like trying to do less of that. So I was happy when I saw this was 90% cotton. Next up are these flare pants, which are also from the Divided section, and these were 95% cotton, 5% elastane. So I haven't tried these on either. I'm gonna try them on now. I think they're pretty good. They're certainly comfy. I would have preferred this to be thicker, like maybe go up a little bit higher and down. Like you can also just wear them like this, right? But I like the fold. They do sit very low, which is probably because they're from Divided. They're very comfortable, and I'm happy with the fabric composition. And honestly, I just wear a lot of this type of thing when working from home. I do have a pair quite similar from Brandy Melville. They did cost quite a bit more as well. These were like 16 euros. I think the Brandy ones would have been double or more, either 30 or 40 euros, I want to say. Also in white, but they do have the thicker band. But yeah, I've just been wearing those a lot, so I thought sometimes it's nice to have two kind of similar things to swap with. Then we got these beautiful sandals. I just thought they were really lovely. I feel like they can go for both daytime and evening in summer. This is a beautiful color. I like the contrasted stitching. They're kind of like Saint Laurent-esque. Yeah, I would say so. Maybe Hermes / Saint Laurent, not quite sure. Anyway, I really like them. And speaking of things that kind of resemble other things, this bag, I was umming and ahhing about it a little bit, but when I kind of just stood with it, like, especially like this in full figure, I thought it looked really good. It scratches a kind of the row-esque itch. I was kind of on the fence. I've kept the receipt because I'm like, I need to try this on with some outfits just in case, but like seeing it here on the little monitor, I rate it, and I like having something, I like having a ludicrously capacious bag. Good morning, guys. I am making myself a macchiato. I really have been loving these. I am in my no coffee, no caffeine era, and I feel like this has been a good substitute. I'm gonna make this, and then I'm gonna get on with some Pilates. I'm debating whether or not it's warm enough to do it on the terrace just yet. So I'm taking my chances outside. I'm doing an abs and arms one I've done a few times. It always humbles me, but I think it's a good way to see if I get better at the videos. So I finished my Pilates. I was humbled once again, and now I am just prepping a quick and easy lunch based on a recipe I saw on TikTok. So it claims to be easy. I will be the judge of that. Those of you that know me know that I am no Nara Smith. Meaning that I am not into elaborate cooking. I do like cooking from home, mostly because I like eating from home. After a few years that have been very travel heavy, I really appreciate stuff that's made at home as much as I also love eating out. So that kind of leaves me with, you know, somewhere in between, trying to find the balance between wanting to eat the food but not particularly wanting to cook. Anyway, I'm doing this easy halloumi bake by someone called M's Balance on Instagram, and I'm doing like my variation of it. I'm not following hers 100%, but essentially you have these potatoes with some spices and minced garlic. They go in for 20 minutes, then you add veg and halloumi, and there's like some sauces and stuff. That has gone in now. Yeah, that Pilates video humbled me as I knew it would. I did take it a little bit easy just because I am on my cycle. But still good to do, just good to get the body moving and stretching. I really like Pilates because I feel like it helps with my posture and just so many good things. Organizing some emails, some admin. We're in that kind of run up till Easter break mode. So some people I feel like have already kind of checked out, as they should, honestly. I am all for it. But yeah, I'm just trying to wrap things up with clients and stuff before this little break. Okay, the taters have had 20 minutes and now I'm adding the veg. That then goes in for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm doing the halloumi and the topping. She has some sort of tomato sauce that looks good that she makes in a pan, but I don't want to deal with a pan. I'm trying to deal with a one dish situation here. So I have bought red pesto that I will try it out with. Why did I just feel like that meme from White Lotus where the mom is like, I don't want to take a test, when I said I don't want to deal with a pan, but I don't, just like she didn't want to take a test. I am just going to jump in a quick shower whilst that cooks and just have a little freshen up because I just did that Pilates. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You excited for the bake?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anyway, I'm going to have a quick shower. Okay, final step. We have the halloumi and the red pesto on. So I've had a little bit of a refresh with my shower, and my main objective today is just to be cozy and comfortable. It's a bit cold right now, which is why I put this on, and yeah, still feeling some stuff in my tummy, so that is today's vibe. White pants might be a bit risky, some would say, but you know what? These are comfy. These are the ones I got yesterday. The halloumi's looking a bit soggy compared to hers. I was considered, like in her video, she just puts it in the thing. I was considered grilling it because I do like it crispy. Maybe I should have, but then I would need a pan, and I don't want to use a pan. Okay, that is the dish. It got crispy on the outside, but it's still gone a little bit soggy. I'm not sure why, but hopefully this tastes good. I'll let you guys know. I'm back, guys, and I'm glammed up. I think this is the first time this week I've gotten fully like ready. I had some stuff to film, and also I kind of just felt like it. I'm off to try this, I don't know if you call it a restaurant or a cafe, this place called the Midnight Espresso in Lisbon, which has kept coming up on my feed, and my friend Sophie asked if I wanted to come. And when I say I'm off, I mean I'm leaving in like 2 hours. Yeah, anyway, what I was getting at is that I had multiple purposes to get ready for today. So I did it, and yeah, loving a little glam moment. I'm working on a little focaccia bread that I'm really hoping turns out well. I had a bit of a tiramisu fiasco last week that actually sent me into an orbit. I was quite crying, but as we know now, my cycle was coming up, so that was partially why I was crying, not just because of the tiramisu. Anyway, I'm hoping the focaccia turns out better than the tiramisu. It's a recipe. I remember doing this during COVID with my mum. It's called like No Need Focaccia. And oh, why am I saying it like that? Focaccia. She's Italian now. I am Dorit, guys. Dorit is me. The hybrid accent, we all know it. It is what it is at this stage. The focaccia will go in the oven soon. So I made the dough yesterday, then it sat overnight, then I had to do some stuff around lunchtime, and now it's rising, and I'm gonna pop it in soon. Yeah, that's what's going on today, in between just a little bit of work. I am not too busy because it's a public holiday. I did really quickly just want to chat to you guys a little bit about sensitivity. I have been really diving into the term highly sensitive person. I came across it a few years ago now, but I've been really diving into it recently to try and understand, because it is a term that makes me feel so deeply seen, heard, and understood. And I think for me, a big part of my personal development and my self-love journey has been all about embracing my sensitivities rather than seeing them as hindrances, and sort of learning how to accommodate them so that I can turn them into the superpower that it actually is. It's just that I feel like in society that isn't built by sensitive people and is also mostly built for extroverts. So like when you're sensitive and introverted, you might sometimes feel like you're kind of working against the system. Like, I think we can all agree that the metro in rush hour isn't built for sensitive people, or, you know, yeah. And I know all about being overstimulated, and I think just having that awareness and language around it even has really helped me. So yeah, I just wanted to have a little chat, see how many of you guys have come across the term, how many of you might relate to being highly sensitive. And yeah, I think it's really important. Something that Dr. Elaine Aron, who coined the term in the 90s, is makes quite clear, is that like being highly sensitive isn't a diagnosis. It's not that something's wrong with you. It's literally a trait that was developed in part of the I guess human species, right? As like a survival mechanism. So like being more attuned to your surroundings, being more aware, having sharper instincts and picking up on more things. Sounds like something that would be a benefit, right? And I'm sure it was back in the day in the tribe, living in nature, you know, being able to have these razor sharp instincts and pick up on everything and act accordingly. The thing is, it feels like we sometimes have a mismatch between ancient instincts and modern society, because why am I freaked out that someone across the room is in a bad mood because I've picked up on that? Or if someone in an email takes what I perceive to be as a tone, why am I having like a sensory reaction similar to the one you would have if you were faced with a predator? Like this, it's like, yeah, wires crossed in terms of picking up on things, seeing those things as potential threats, and whether or not they are actual threats in modern society, which I'm not sure, maybe I'm conflating it a little bit with experiencing anxiety here, but anyway, I think you get what I mean. I just think it's fascinating, and the older the get, the less apologetic I am about my sensitivities, to be honest, and the more I'm like, yeah, this is who I am, I'm not gonna pretend otherwise, and yeah, there's just something really freeing about that. Anyway, let's take a look at the focaccia. Okay guys, here's the focaccia. It feels quite dense. I think it looks alright, but it feels quite dense. Okay, it's not quite as fluffy as I was hoping, but hopefully it tastes good. I'm gonna have it with some butter. I mean, warm bread and butter, you can't really go wrong with, can you? I reckon it's pretty yummy, so does Mac. So yeah, we bought this bougie olive oil on the weekend. I'm gonna have it with some of that and some butter. I'm just gonna stand here and eat that because I love to just stand and snack in the kitchen. It's one of my favorite pastimes, really. Guys, I am sat outside catching a little bit of an afternoon sun ray. I have had a chill day of work and self-care, easing back into the work week after Easter. I started off getting some work done. I went and had a facial. If you can see like that I'm a bit red, it's because I had a really intense extraction setting. Oh, here goes the bells. Yeah, I just wanted to check in before finishing this video. I'm having some kombucha in a wine glass, mainly because all our other glasses are dirty, but also because it makes me feel fancy. Yeah, I was super happy with this facial I got today. I feel like it ties back into what I started this video with, speaking about like skincare, being grateful that my skin is in a good place and taking steps so that it hopefully stays like that, and that I don't have to like do damage control, that I can just keep up good skin. And I feel like sort of regular facials and extractions just do help against any buildup for me. So yeah, I had one about 3 or 4 months ago, and now I'm having one again, and yeah, it was just really great. Did also end up taking back the brown bag from H&M. It's like, I really like the shape, and as I said, I really like what it looked like when I had it on my side, but I don't know, when I got it home and I guess had it next to my other stuff, it dawned on me that the fabric was not giving suede. It was kind of giving like couch material, you know, the couch material that you can like, couches or chairs, or like velvety couch chair material where you like rub it one way and it changes, and then you rub the other way and the color changes. And then I just couldn't unsee it, and I was like, you know what, take it back. And I brought this outside because I wanted to include this in the video, but I don't feel like sitting inside in this glorious weather. I've been meaning to tell you guys about this skincare I've been getting off of Amazon. This is not sponsored. I have no relation to this brand. It's called Geek and Gorgeous. And the reason I came across it was, initially I was looking for something with mandelic acid when I left Sydney. So I had this amazing dermatologist in Sydney. Her name is Vea. If any of you guys are in Sydney, you should go check her out. Her clinic is in Darlinghurst. But yeah, anyway, and my skin was freaking out when I lived in Sydney, and she put me on to this brand called, I'm pretty sure it's Ultraceuticals. Fuck, now I'm getting, because there's SkinCeuticals, which we have here, and then there's Ultraceuticals, which we don't. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's Ultraceuticals, which was like my routine. I had this series, it's the green series with mandelic acid. It totally saved my skin in Sydney, and she sort of guided me through what to get from there. And then I stocked up on it before leaving, but I obviously ran out at some point and needed a substitute that I can get, because like you can't get it in Europe. And I was literally just Googling on Amazon and tried this out. It was also quite fairly priced compared to what I was spending before. These are both super, for these kind of active ingredients, skincare, in my opinion and from my understanding, pretty well priced, both of them. What I'm trying to get at is that I needed this substitute, found this, loved it, did the trick, fraction of the price. I can get it here, I can get it on Amazon, it's at my door quickly. And then yeah, I also got the cleanser, and these two together for me, look guys, like skincare is so individual. I would always recommend seeing a dermatologist if you're having issues, because my tips are like, are you going, babe? Oh, thank God, we have had this big box sitting in our living room forever, and Mac just took it. Anyway, this brand, Geek and Gorgeous, is affordable. It works for me. As I was saying, skincare is super individual. I always recommend finding a professional that you really trust and like if you're having any issues, but obviously here to share what works for me. And for me, the stuff, the mandelic acid, keeps my skin clear. It keeps those, I was having these really mean like internal sits, they're what's given me scarring here and on my forehead, that would linger for weeks and just never pop. And this seems to be, combined with like the face, with getting the facials and other stuff, but this ingredient has been what's done the trick for me. And now I have a brand that I can get here and that also is cheaper. I'm sorry about all the noises. I'm gonna end the video here because they don't seem to be going anywhere, but I thought we should sit out here for the ambience. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been good catching up with you again here on YouTube, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!